This is the world record progression of Super Mario Bros. For the NES family of home systems. Super Mario Bros. Is you could go from 4 minutes and 54 seconds to 2016.
Video game speedruns are awesome. But what's even more awesome is getting to see the in-depth backstories of those records through the lens of a documentary, which thankfully there is an absolute abundance of on YouTube. This format has blown up in the past few years, and with good reason. Not only are these sorts of videos insanely well researched, but the lore and strategies behind these world records are insanely interesting to watch unfold. The best of these even sometimes seem to actively invite you to participate in a game's running community, breaking down the fundamentals of a given run and goading you to just go try it out for yourself. One of the best when it comes to making content like this has to be Summoning Salt. After uploading his first video breaking down record histories 5 years ago, the man has been making some of the best videos of the entire genre. Every time this dude uploads, I see everyone online lose their collective minds racing to watch it. And he's even straight up gone to inspire many of his viewers to make their own videos on other gaming world records that interest them. All of that in and of itself should showcase how popular this dude truly is. I even made my own Summoning Salt styled video a while back, which you can watch right now. But this video isn't about all that. It's about a very stupid idea that I had at 4 AM with 2 hours of sleep under my belt. What if I had to attempt a fully improvised dub over a Summoning Salt documentary on a topic that I'm unfamiliar with and that I've never watched before? If I was straight up forced to keep narrating over footage that I have never seen without a guide, could I possibly make it comprehensible in any way? The answer is no, it is not possible. I'm just gonna be straight up with you, it was a very dumb idea. But regardless, I tried. Contained within this video are my 2 separate attempts to guesstimate what I think is going on in 2 separate random documentaries. Well, okay, originally that was the plan, but then I just sort of went off the rails because I had no idea what I was looking at half the time and just started making shit up. Fun fact, I did not think this idea through too much. But in order to get this project off the ground, I hired 2 trusted editors, Tracey and Rasen Dan. Tracey was in charge of editing out the original narration to the best of her ability, so I could record my new one with a live audience on Twitch. And Rasen Dan was tasked with editing together that final recording for this video, attempting to cobble together whatever he could to make something at least semi-coherent. Again, I was pretty much in the dark for this entire thing. I had zero concept of the speedrunning strategies present in this footage, and for the most part, I had no idea how long these videos were or when they would end. I thought it would be a breeze, and it was not. But honestly, this was a stupidly fun improv exercise, and while it was kinda psychotic, I had a blast recording it and watching it back. I hope you enjoyed the sounds of my long-winded mental breakdown.
Sonic Adventure 2 Battle is a game that people speedrun. There's a lot of people that do it, and there's a lot of people that do it well. But who is the best speedrunner in the speedrun competitive scene? Is it Controller Guy with his awesome Knuckles Let's Play? Or maybe the Infinite Sonic Dive Bomb? This is the world record progression of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. To start this video off, we need to talk about Knuckles. He's red and cool, and he's one of the most important parts of this entire thing. On the Speed Demos archive, people were posting pictures of Knuckles everywhere. It became such a meme that people would only speedrun the hero's story just so that they could get a look at Knuckles. However, some people decided, hey, maybe we should speedrun all of these. YoshiFan was one of those people. Starting off with City Escape with Sonic was pretty cool of him. Yoshi's Fan Time was something that nobody else has ever done before. YoshiFan found a glitch with Sonic that allows you to leave the bounds of the level. I don't know. He also found this thing called the puzzle room skip. You're seeing footage of it now. Essentially, you brick the game, and it freezes on that specific frame. If you do it correctly, you can jump over this little gap. And after jumping over the gap, then you'll get to see an instant replay in slow motion. If it freezes on this frame and you get a red arrow, you're doing it wrong. If you don't get the red arrow, you're all set. Then, the there's Tails. Now, Tails is kind of weird because he's in a robot, and I think that's fucked up. But other runners, they don't think so. For example, look at this player. How fast they go with the robot. Nobody ever goes this fast with the robot. But hey, let's get back to Knuckles. Knuckles is not in the robot like Tails is. Knuckles runs around and collects little emeralds everywhere. This is a lot different than the robot. Sometimes Knuckles glides. This is a huge deal for the speedrunning scene. When the first speedrunner found out that Knuckles could glide, the golden path was unlocked. What this means is that Knuckles stages could go by so fast, you couldn't even process them. Now, let's talk about Sonic again. Sonic is also not in the robot like Tails. Sonic is super fast, which is good for speedrunning because you have to be fast. Sonic is also really cool, which helps with this game's speedrunning scene. For example, in the jungle area, he goes super duper fast. But one day, Sonic Guitar did the impossible. Sonic Guitar got the speedrun record. He did this by playing Sonic in a way that nobody had ever done before, by going super duper fast. Sorry. Sonic Guitar also realized that you could glide with Knuckles through walls. This was big, because originally, we just thought that gliding was a big deal. But now gliding through walls? Now that is something. See, what you're looking at here is the super cool jump skip. How do you do the super cool jump skip? Well, you avoid the red boxes shown here. It's as basic as that. Pretty much any child could do it. But Sonic Guitar was the first adult who could pull it off. After doing the super duper jump skip, you could clip through the walls and go into this cool space area here. Once in space, Sonic can't breathe, so he immediately wins the stage. This was very hard to do for many reasons, mostly because of the fact that Sonic Guitar was an adult. But as you can see, Sonic Guitar did not let his age show during these speedruns. Dude really went off the shits. And so, this speedrun became one of the fastest in the category. That was, until somebody else came on the scene. That's right, Sonic Adventure 2 released on Steam, making it more accessible to way more people. And that meant more speedrunners to speedrun the game. For example, the load times were totally different, meaning that if somebody were to do Sonic Guitar strats perfectly, they would theoretically still be faster because of the game's load times. Also, Knuckles was 10% cooler in the Steam version, which also helped runners. Now, I'm sure you're wondering who that white boy was. That is everybody's favorite white boy, Blart Hunter. Blart Hunter was a new speedrunner to the scene ever since the game came out on Steam. He was super cool and super good, and the things that he could do with his run were something that no one's ever seen before up to that point.
Yes!
Blart Hunter's real name was Logan, but he never said that until recently in 2020. That's why this footage has been updated.
Fuck yes!
As you can see there, he didn't get the record, but what's important is that he cursed. By cursing, he was able to glitch the game so that he could finally get the record, 40 minutes and 10 seconds. Logan had done so many different runs of Sonic Adventure 2, so much so that he began to break the game in ways that people had never realized before. Like hitting that red circle. Nobody has ever done that in the history of this game. But now, this red arrow is gonna point towards Logan, and that is the direction he needs to go. Anyway, here's another speedrun tip. Don't hit this red polygon, you'll die. Essentially, if Logan could pull off this speedrunning strat, he would be the fastest Sonic player in the history of Sonic players that are fast. So that is exactly what Logan did. I don't have any more script for this part, you're just gonna have to watch Logan play. As if I have a script. As you can see here, Logan was just about to beat his record. And through the power of Sonic, well, you can see the rest.
Yes! Oh my fucking god, no way.
By avoiding the red polygon, Logan was able to do it. He was able to get the record. This, again, had never been done before this. Nobody could beat the red polygon of death. You could see that the pressure was finally getting to Logan. Avoiding the red polygon in space was one of the hardest things ever to do ever. Harder than brain surgery. Harder than getting matches on Tinder. This was something that no one could do. And yet, Logan was able to beat his record again.
Fuck yes! Yes! Finally, it's over.
And that is 38 minutes and 37 seconds. So far, the shortest ever in the history of running Sonic Adventure 2. April 13th, 2013 was the day that it happened. And that is where the record stands to this day, maybe. But April 20th, 2013, on twitch.tv/Talon, some random guy just showed up and beat the record. And he didn't even curse at the end. It was over. It was all over. I shit you not, it happened. We don't even know who he is. He just showed up one day. He didn't even play the game before. Logan did all this shit, he even did the curse skip, and Talon just showed up.
It's over. It's over. It's over.
Instead of cursing, Talon figured out that if you say it's over 3 times, the counter will go down by, like, I don't know, 50 seconds maybe. This was a huge thing for Sonic Adventure. And somebody uploaded this video. What am I looking at? I mean, this was something that happened, yeah. Somebody found out that you can clip through, I don't know, you can clip through the walls with tails. That was pretty nuts.
Yes! Yes!
Talon was able to pull it off. This time, he went so fast that he didn't even have to say it's over 3 times to get the record. All he needed to do was pull off this tail skip, and he was set for the rest of his journey. This was something that a lot of speedrunners came to issue with. Is doing the tail skip legal? In this VOD, while Talon was doing it, he killed 5 people. A lot of people didn't like this, including me. Personally, I'm not a fan. Logan also didn't like this, and said that it was unfair, and should be banned, especially this skip, that requires the deaths of 10 puppies. But what about the cool space skip? What about the cool, the red square skip? What about all these? Huh? What's going on with these, huh? There's so much stuff going on. I'll be honest, I'm losing track of what's going on at this point. I can't, I mean, I know what's going on. It's the cool space skip again. Sonic fell for like 30 hours. This was not a good speedrunning strat. However, one player figured out a way to make it viable. This is a mustache. Not a literal mustache, but like a player named a mustache. Yeah, I know. It's a really, really stupid name. But that didn't stop this person from getting one of the best runs in history up to that point. The ultimate run was performed on January 30th at 4 p.m. During Crazy Gadget, Mustache was able to pull off some insane strats. From cool space skip,
Really? Yeah, I did. Oh my god.
and even some other crazy skips that I'm sure I have footage for coming up. I just kind of edit these on the fly. Don't judge me. I don't judge you and how you work. They even were able to do that cool thing. And this cool attack on Shadow.
New world record. Yes.
35 minutes and 37 seconds. This was the shortest run of Sonic Adventure 2 ever, and the record stands to this day. Nobody was able to perform the crazy amount of glitches in this run because it made them really upset and anxious, but a mustache was different. They followed advice from Shiga, whoever the fuck that is. This person was also really good at speedrunning, but they didn't stream on Twitch because they thought that Twitch was lame. Shiga also did a full story speedrun that was previous with beating their record before them. That shit was crazy, but not as crazy as this little dialogue box right here. There's a lot of numbers on this box, but what we're thinking about is the time in-game versus the time using a timer. Obviously, there's some discrepancies, but this person had been timing their runs based off of their own timer and not the in-game timer. So let's talk about loading and other things. See, the time without loads here is pretty big, but sometimes it can be kind of small, like on the right. I hate numbers, so I won't tell you any more about that. Instead, I'll show you cool Japanese footage of the game. I can't understand what's being said, but I can understand that Sonic is inside of a pyramid. As you can see, Shiga was really close to beating this record, and then all of a sudden, it started getting lower and lower. Shiga was able to pull it off. Using some, oh my god, that was actually some really cool strat. Look at this, Green Forest wall run. It's like one of the first times I'm seeing that. Look at this. Look at how crazy this is. They don't hit the red arrow, the devious red arrow. They go around and they run up the, wow, that's insane. Look at that shit. Whoa! That's like anime shit. And other people thought the same. Because they were using the Japanese copy of the game, they were able to pull off some cool anime shit. And Shikabee was able to whittle down the record more and more. To a crazy extent. To an extent that nobody could even imagine. Not even this random Japanese player. Or at least I assume that they're a Japanese player based on their background. I could be wrong. Making assumptions based off of small details is kind of stupid and wrong. So going forward, I'll just call this person Shikabee because this is Shikabee. Shikabee was able to pull off a crazy run. So crazy that it looks like other runs, but it's not. It is shorter, and you're stupid if you don't think it's shorter. They uploaded this run to YouTube, and the number 24 would flash on screen randomly. We don't know what that means, but we do know that this is the shortest run in history ever up until this point. This is definitely where the record stands to this day. Nobody could go faster than this, ever. Don't even come at me. No, Dark Pro. No. Okay, so there's this guy named Dark Pro, and he also speedruns the game. And he found some crazy strats where you can murder Knuckles, right? You can murder him, and then you send Sonic to space, and then some crazy shit happens. I genuinely don't know what's going on with Dark Pro's gameplay, but what I can tell you is that this is extremely impressive. More impressive than anything that I've ever seen in video gaming ever. Dark Pro really lived up to their name because it has pro in it, and that's really cool. Dark Pro had done it. Dark Pro had gotten the best shortest time ever in all of gaming. Nobody else could show up and beat Dark Pro's time. That is where the record stands to this day. Right? This is where it stands.
Oh.
He got it and finished with an absolutely amazing.
Who the fuck is this? Anyway, this is where the record stands to this day. I can't. Except for this guy who got a better record, but I'm not gonna talk about him because he's not even that important anyway. I doubt that he could get a better record than the last guy. And you know what? He was really good at the game. I should really shut my damn mouth. Why do I keep bringing up, oh, this is where the record stands to this day, when I just fucking know there's gonna be another person. Their gameplay was so good that it shattered all previous expectations. They could clip out of bounds, and even clip inbounds too. That's a lot of bounds. Genuinely, I don't even know what I'm looking at half the time. I'm just reporting on this shit.
Yes! Oh my god!
Stage 4?
22 is real!
More like Stage W.
22 is real!
Because they did it. Thanks for watching. Follow me at twitch.tv/summoning salt. Please. How are we feeling after that? Well, where were the vibes there? I liked when you said the same thing 40 times. I'm trying! I don't know what's going on! Super Mario Bros. Is a game that you can play with yourself or with your friends. Sometimes you can go through walls, and sometimes you can jump through plants. But there's only one person that can do that the fastest. Speedrunning is a thing that people do when they get really bored of playing games normally. Playing games normally is dumb and stupid, and it should be discouraged from everybody. But when you play games good and fast, that's that good shit. This is the world record progression of Super Mario Bros. For the NES family of home systems. Buckle up, motherfuckers, because this shit is about to get insane. The gameplay is slightly zoomed in, and I don't know why, so we're just going to go. Why is it so zoomed in? Who we are going to talk about today are people that play the game with the camera not zoomed in. People who play the game to the absolute maximum that it could be played. They're going to jump, they're going to duck, they're going to shimmy left and shimmy right. They're gonna play Super Mario Bros. So good that it will be better than sex. That's right. You're gonna come. Super Mario Bros. is Super Mario Bros. Is a game that was created by Shigeru Miyamoto in a Walmart parking lot back in 1949. This game would go on to be one of the biggest games of all time. But what's important about this is not Shigeru Miyamoto. It's about the way the game is played. As you can see here, there's many different comparisons of how the gameplay looks across all of its 8 levels. You can hit warp zones like this, and you can even jump super high. I shit you not. This is about to get actually epic in real life. One of the best ways to play the game that people have not really thought about is by playing it so fast that you reach this time. 4 minutes, 54 seconds, and 26 milliseconds. By doing this, you could play it like super cool, and girls will like you. What you want to do is play it like this person. This tool-assisted speedrun. As you can probably tell by the title of this documentary, we're going to be talking about the human limit and how sometimes tool-assisted speedruns are just more epicer than real speedruns. Super Mario Bros. Is an NES game for the NES family of systems, and its various ports have different frame rates. Why is this? Why does it happen? I don't know. But what I do know is that I get mad bitches. And I don't have to worry about the FPS of video games like some fucking nerd. But if you did want to know, here's some timetable frame data and a bus schedule on how to play the game. They mean things. What do they mean? I don't know. Again, I get bitches. As you can see by this comparison video, 2 different things are going on. In this one, the gameplay is faster because it's being played on an N64. N64 was like NES, but like better. You could go from 4 minutes and 54 seconds to 2016. That's right. Another number. They would gain, it would take longer. It would take longer to beat the game. As time passed, everybody got older. So everybody got worse at speedrunning and it took longer. This isn't to say that people stopped speedrunning though. People were speedrunning like crazy. They were doing it all the time. And you know what? I think that some people were really good. People weren't. This was one of the worst picks I could have made for one of these. I just don't know what's going on. But this would all change when the flagpole glitch was discovered. The flagpole glitch allowed Mario to touch the flagpole. This has never been done in video games ever. And it was something so crazy that it could scarcely be replicated cross-generation of consoles. Now that we've gone over the flagpole glitch, let's talk about how Mario's hurting his nuts on this corner. Damn, that looks like it hurts. Unless you were a computer with a really big brain and massive cock, you couldn't pull off this cool thing. It was hard, it was difficult, but Mav 6771 was able to pull it off. Sometimes the game would freeze like this though, and I don't know what's going on here. But then it would unfreeze, but you don't want it to do that.
For 0.35 seconds.
This is Darbian. As you can see by this footage, Darbian is white. That has nothing to do with this speedrun. I just figured I'd point it out. But anyway, what Darbian was able to do was what people thought was impossible. 0.3 smeckins on the smek clock. Smeckins are frame data words for frames. Don't look it up, don't Google it. I didn't make it up. Darbian was able to pull it off. And that meant other people could pull it off too. Especially Sockfolder. Sockfolder was known for their runs of Super Mario 64, glitchless and glitchful. That's another word for a glitch speedrun. And Sockful, once Sockful learned that you could do this, Sockful was all like, I could do it too, man. Like, in real life, do it. I could do it. And so, that is what Sockfolder did. But here comes Darbian, gonna do it again. Oh, that little rapscallion.
The second stage to hit perfection.
Hey, get the fuck out of my booth! Anyway, so what I was saying was, Darbian did it. As my friends would say, go white boy go. And go he did. Let's talk a little bit about some more stuff, you know? Sometimes when Mario is running, he can clip through these cool pipes. This is way faster than taking the above route shown here. This is what little baby stupid bitches do. You don't want to be a little baby stupid bitch. You want to be a good play video gamer. So this is how you do it. When approaching the pipe and you get into it like this, what you need to do is put your controller underneath the toaster. If you don't have one, then you're kind of fucked for this trick. Once underneath the toaster, you have to shimmy it back and forth super fast until you can get into the pipe rim. If you can't do this, then you'll come across like a stupid dumb gamer that can't know how to do anything. Kind of like this person playing right now. Look how crusty their footage is. You don't want crusty footage. You want high definition, high concept gameplay. 21, 15, 19, These are all numbers that exist. But what do they mean? What do the numbers mean, Mason? Well, it's the degrees of frames between each play of the game. Sometimes it's 21, sometimes it's 19. What exactly did that mean? Again, I get bitches. I don't know. But sometimes Mario will just kind of, I don't know, hit the yoinky spelunky. What are you doing here? You gotta be careful when this happens, because if Mario freezes like this, then you're basically like dead. These 4 levels were all that were standing in between humans and beating the computer overlords. If humans were able to pull this off, then they can have big cocks too. This person was able to finally pull it off for the very first time live on stream. They shortened their run from 4 levels down to like, zooming in for emphasis, nothing. It was still 4 levels. I'm gonna be honest, guys, there's not much else I could find. How much is left? Oh my god. Oh my god. That's so much. How am I supposed to do this? Andrew G 1990. Andrew G, otherwise known as Andrew Gerber, was able to get to the warp zone. This was something that had never been done in the history of video games ever. Jumping every once in a while was cool, yeah, like everybody can do that. But through this strat, they could eliminate the first level of the game. Now, there was only 3 levels to go. So many Mario players couldn't pull off this trick, so everybody was trying to hunt down Andrew Gerber and murder him. This other person was doing crazy things. They started just raw dogging it, just no condom, just really just getting into it. Much like the Mario crotch jump, they started filming their speedruns at crotch level. This was something that had never been done before, and even eliminated another level off of the scoreboard. Now, there's only 2 levels out of all of them. This is the part of the video where I promote to you my Patreon. If you give me $5 a month, I will come to your house and kick the shit out of you in front of your parents. If you don't want me to do that, you'll have to donate $10 a month, in which case I'll just go over and fuck your mom. After fucking your mom, I'll tell you all about Mario speedrunning. I hope that you enjoy. It's not happening. I was not expecting that to pop up. It's not happening. 9 to 19. I don't know what date that is outside of numbers, but what I do know is that that was the day that another white boy stepped up to the plate. Were they quirked up with swagger and goated with the sauce? Only one way to find out.
I think I got it.
They got it.
We did it.
They did it. They freaking did it. They got the super cool thing. As you can see by the YouTube comments, they were very proud of this white boy in particular. The other white boys, not so much. But this one just had a kind of charm. A charm that other white boys didn't have. 1 level remained. 1 level to do a cool trick. And then human limits would be surpassed. In 2019 and 2020, the search would continue on. Could it be done? Could they do the cool 4-2 skip? Could that even be possible? So far, I've been showing you footage of Super Mario Bros. Being played by tiny little stupid babies. Babies can't play video games like normal people can. So now, I'm gonna start showing you gameplay from absolute epic gamers. They got to the orange pipe warp zone in record time. That was like super cool. King of Johnny Boy? More like King of Mario. Anyway. Niftski was another runner who'd been trying for the time, but wasn't able to do it. Now, Niftski had the exact tools necessary to do it. The 4-2 glitch, could it be done? January 30th of 2021.
Yes! 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 Oh my god! I did it!
That's right, the legendary white boy. Niftski was able to do the 4-2 glitch, and through that, Niftski went on to break the human limit thought possible. After getting over Bowser, the run was pretty much over, is what I would say, if there wasn't like 10 minutes left in this video. Cosmic was the next runner to try their hand at this speedrun glitch tech run deluxe, and did, honestly, quite good. First they went down this pipe and came back out the other one. You may think that this footage is slowed down, but it's actually how the game usually plays. When you run this fast, sometimes the NES gets confused. As you can see by this, the NES is getting confused. Going under Bowser, they were able to complete their run. And that is where the record stands today, is what I would say if it did, which it didn't. What am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to say? What Mario jump, he jump, okay? While Cosmic was first, Cosmic was shooting to beat the computer, meaning that they'd have to be so fast that they would have to beat it by milliseconds. It was all coming down to this. Cosmic had to do something. Cosmic had to get super good at Mario. At this point, many runners had gone on to get actual girlfriends, but not Cosmic. As you can see by this footage, Cosmic got so good that he could jump really high. And he can even freeze the game and go into pipes. I know that you've seen this footage about 50 times already, but I'm gonna replay it just so you know what I'm talking about. And also I'm gonna replay it and zoom it in slightly more so that you can really know what I'm talking about. 5 frames. That was all the amount of frames that Cosmic needed to beat the computer. Cosmic was so close to getting this record. On December 7th, 2018.
Yes! I tied the record.
It happened. Cosmic was getting better and better at the run. Slowly but surely, the frames were going down and down and down. No white boy was able to do what this white boy had done. On February 3rd of 2019, another couple of frames. But could Cosmic beat computer? I've said this 30 times. But what if he could not beat computer? What if he was not even beating computer in first place? I have no idea. But Cosmic was getting higher and higher. In April of 2019, and May of 2019, and June of 2019, and July of 2019, and August of 2019, and September of 2019, and October of 2019, and November of 2019, and December 2019, and January 2020, and February 2020, and March 2020, and April 2020, and in May of 2020, Cosmic kept playing the game and improving. He even at one point became a fucking dog. I don't even know how that could happen, but Cosmic made it happen. Niftski got it even lower than Cosmic. And now that all that was needed was to slowly whittle down that record and beat the computer. Something that a lot of runners don't know is that by starting backwards, Mario actually goes faster. If you didn't know this, you're fucking stupid. You're dumb. But if you did know this, I'll suck your dick. Or whatever's going on down there, I don't really care. Niftski was still whittling down that time. The comments were freaking out. The Kooky, a new runner, was actually getting up onto Niftski's time. Niftski didn't like that.
Yes!
And just like that, Niftski was able to get it down 4 frames lower. Kooky and Niftski were neck and neck. Kooky, coming back up on the record, was able to lower it even more, down to 29 frames. I mean, 29 milliseconds. You know, you get it. This one jump, this one single jump, determined the upcoming run because it was so important. This entire time, White Boy was chilling on the keyboard, but that was something that was holding him back that he didn't really know. But just like that, at the end of the day, if you keep trying and trying and trying and playing the same video game over and over and over again, you can accomplish something incredible. You might get no bitches, but what you will get is a world record speedrun. A speedrun that nobody saw coming. A speedrun that was once thought impossible. Niftski was able to pull it off. I'm not going to show footage of that, but just trust me, it happened.